asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education, asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. This is the second time I'm trying this video. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi in my flat that I've been in for a long time isn't always great, so do apologise for that. But I am here tonight to explain what a hetero-asexual is in comparison to a heterosexual. If you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 asexual stories. That's real life stories. I'm also the founder of asexualise.com and the founder of Asexualise Academy. So let's crack on with tonight's episode of what is a hetero-asexual. So as you know, the majority of the population think that heterosexual is the sexual orientation we should be. That's what everyone should be. Everyone should be loving sex. Everyone should be having sex to have a happy, healthy relationship. And I see this time and time again on dating videos with dating coaches and at seminars that talk about sexuality and relationships. It's all about how to have great relationships, with sex being a huge part of that. And as an asexual person who experiences no sexual attraction and who doesn't need, want or get the urge for partnered sexual intercourse, obviously that type of life isn't any good for me. And so it's really difficult when I'm describing to heterosexuals what my sexual orientation actually is. Many people believe and think that when I put I'm asexual, that I'm a very sexual person. I get a lot of people across all different types of social media platforms thinking that I'm interested in sex and getting my kit off, which simply isn't the case. I use the word hetero-asexual sometimes instead of heteromantic to actually explain to heterosexuals what asexuality is so they can see the difference in brief. So I don't know if you've noticed a comment recently on my channel. It was from someone called John Smith. Well, you know, the name John Smith is a name someone usually uses when they want to remain secretive. It's like a common name that people just allocate themselves. Well, on one of my videos, which I'm going to read out in a minute, it was a video about asexual masturbation, solo masturbation, mutual masturbation, and reciprocated and unreciprocated masturbation. Yes, that's quite a mouthful, and it was a video that's very well watched, as you can imagine, by both asexuals and sexuals. And this guy, who's called himself John Smith on there, replied, "I am a male in my 20s and I just want to be with you." So he obviously thinks that I'm into sex, because I clicked through his profile and the front video I saw, which I think was a playlist he created, was of a man and woman touching each other's private parts completely naked. And I am actually naked repulsed, so that was pretty gross for me to see. So my reply to John Smith was, well, thank you. However, I'm looking for someone who's hetero-asexual, not heterosexual. I hate sex and don't like nudity either. And I just think when you tell a sexual person that I'm hetero-asexual instead of heterosexual, then when they're physically looking at the words, they can see a difference. But when someone's writing asexual, you know, people sometimes just cram letters together because their poor use of grammar, or we're in a hurry. We use a lot of text speak these days, don't we? Or we might be texting. I do make mistakes when I'm spelling in text because I'm texting so quickly. So a lot of people will think, who don't understand or know or even heard about asexuality, that asexual means this channel's about sexuality and being sexual, when it's clearly not. It's the opposite. But obviously I have to talk about sexual topics because even asexuals do sometimes participate in sexual behaviour despite being asexual. So the lack of sexual attraction doesn't necessarily mean that the person has a lack of sexual behaviour. Some asexuals do masturbate, some watch porn, and some are into other things like non-sexual BDSM and stuff like that. I personally am not into porn or BDSM. I don't participate in those things. It's not my thing. But I think it's a lot easier when you're explaining to a sexual person who's just met you for the first time. You know, I get messaged by sexuals on a regular basis. They're highly attracted to me, which in part I feel that's, you know, thank you very much for doing that. That's nice of you, because obviously, you know, some people don't have anyone attracted to them, and that's what someone put in one of my asexual groups a long time ago, like probably going back the year before last, like, oh, well, you're lucky you get anyone interested in you, because I don't want to have anyone interested in me. I'd rather have asexuals interested in me than sexuals. But yeah, it's nice that they find me attractive, even if it's usually sexual. But, you know, that's not what I want. I don't want a sexual relationship. So when I'm explaining to the different sexual people that come on my pages and start private messaging me and stuff like that very quickly, I like to put, you know, that I'm hetero-asexual, not heterosexual, so they can see the physical difference in writing with the A in front of the sexual, so they can understand that it means something different. Rather than asexual, I'm saying I'm hetero-asexual, rather than not a heterosexual, so they can see the difference with the A in there. So, and then I go on to say, you know, I'm romantically attracted to guys only, because hetero meaning I'm attracted to the opposite gender or sex, and asexual means I have the absence of sexual attraction. So I'm hetero-asexual. And so, you know, I am actually a romantic asexual. So I'm heteromantic asexual. But rather than me just saying heteromantic, which asexuals get that. They know what heteromantic means, a lot of them. Not all of them that are new to the terms. It takes some getting used to all the different terms. But sexuals, they don't, unless they've come across asexuality before, they don't know what a heteromantic is. They'll be like, what the heck's that? But if someone puts hetero-asexual, not heterosexual, they can kind of think in their brain, hang on a minute, there's an A in there. What does the A stand for? And that can mean that they can ask you questions about it then, or start to look up something. Which is why I did this video specifically in the hope that people who are, you know, sexual will see this video and realise that a hetero-asexual is someone who's attracted to the opposite sex or gender, but not sexually. Their absence of sexual attraction. So they could be attracted to the opposite sexual gender romantically, or platonically, or, you know, aesthetically, or, you know, all these different types of things. But I'm hetero-asexual, not heterosexual. So, and obviously, you know, I like to call myself heteromantic a lot of the time, but that gets very confusing for sexual. So I'd rather say sometimes to them that I'm hetero-asexual. Hetero meaning I'm attracted to the opposite of sexual gender with no sexual attraction towards them. And then tell them I'm romantically attracted to guys, but I'm not interested in sex or nudity. I don't like it, you know? And that tends to be more clearer in their mind. Because asexuals tend to use a lot of terms that heterosexuals and the general population don't have a clue what we're talking about. And so, you know, it's like a foreign language to them. And the more we can be clear about what and who we are, the more we can set our boundaries and our intentions for conversations with each other, and the more the world should get to understand each other. You know, we want sexuals to be understanding us more, so that we can live in harmony together side by side without all the difficulties of all the relationship stuff that does get in the way. So I just wanted to, you know, do this video very, very quickly, because I think, you know, if you are heteromantic, or, you know, you're attracted to the opposite gender, romantically but not sexually, or, you know, hetero-asexual is a good alternative word to use. And then you can specify within that you're romantic, or if you're not, you're an aromantic, hetero-asexual, you know. So it's really important, I think, to use those terms sometimes rather than heteromantic or, you know, other, because I think it just helps sexuals to see that there is a difference between the word heterosexual and hetero-asexual. And I think it will bode us well in terms of defining our differences. That's what I want to say. Anyway, this is a really short video tonight. I hope you've loved it and enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, helpful, and insightful. If you're going to try the term hetero-asexual, let me know how you get on in the comments below. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's really kind of you. I appreciate that. And, you know, thank you so much for giving me the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And until next time, racial equality and each other's. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that great big bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And I will see you on the next video or live stream. Take care. Bye. Nice to see you.